Good day, lads. Just roaming through my standard mix of used toy stores. I came across this. I thought it was a plastic toy car, but it's actually ceramic or something. Yeah, it's quite interesting. It's, it's quite small. It is by Kaiyodo, which traditionally makes plastic toys. So it's quite interesting. It's like a solid chunk of like plastic resin, and it's a Mark One Mini Cooper, right, with the mustache grill. So let's look at the deformation on this thing. I mean, the real car is pretty goofy looking. Yeah, it's got the external door hinges. Yeah, much taller, squarer greenhouse. It's got, well, the colors are correct, but this has the square taillights, it looks like, not the rounded slot ones. Alright, anyhow. So, yeah, it's very funky. It's like almost also touching the ground. I mean, like it's like scraping the ground almost. There's a little bit of, no, it's pretty much touching the ground, right? The middle of it. Interesting. The stance is so low, it's crazy. So it's got the hubcap wheels painted silver, the tires and all that stuff, external hinges, right? This door's sticking out. I like how the windows are fading. I don't know if that's a paint job or a decal. It looks like paint, but it would be really difficult to do to mask everything else off. And then the lights have a little bit of a yellow hue to it. These are like gold colored. The grill's fine, the badge is fine, and again, the nicely faded windscreen. And then you got silver trim going around the windows. You got the welding seam there. All right, this is all fine. We have two fuel fillers, the central exhaust there, silver license plate. I don't even think it's centered. It's an illusion because of the paint. Or is it? It looks like this side is, there's more on, is shifted this way, but it could be an optical illusion. I also don't think it's vertical. I feel like it's going crooked this way, right? Yeah, it's actually leaning like the Tower of Pisa a little bit to the right. Nicely metallic painted taillights. Yeah, it's quite interesting how not equal this is. That's not the greatest English, I really realize, but I don't rehearse these videos. I think that's some sticker residue from the price tag. Yeah, it's gotta be. But anyways, the roof is painted. It's not white, actually. It might look white in the camera, but it's got a hint of green or something to it. Probably because it's the original, the whole thing was painted green first, and white has a hard time covering up things, so maybe some green is getting through. I gotta say, it's well done, considering it's just one chunk of, like, ceramic or plastic. I don't know, it's really heavy. Alright, so to compare, I have this Kaiyodo plastic car, and it's of the Fiat 500. It's actually very similar in size. So when I saw this in the cabinet, I assumed this was a plastic, thing of that. But it's not. Interesting. Choro-q, to my knowledge, only has this really old Mini from when? Boy, that's impossible to read. 2001. It's one of the original castings. I think this is a reissue. I put some Hot Wheels Real Riders on there, though. Yeah, that chrome is really throwing it off. It's a really strange casting. It's it's very blocky. Interesting. And that's choro-q size. So these Kaiyodos are quite large. And then Kieran Coffee had these freebies. So they're nicely done. Free promotional things. Nice wheels. It's got Tampo printed graphics all over the thing. Even a license plate, right? And these were free. The fender flares. Pretty cool deformation. Even smaller than the choro-q. And they had the pickup truck. And there you go. And they also had the Clubman, I think it was called, or Countryman. Maybe the pickup was the Clubman. I forget. I put this sticker on the back. Anyhow, I'm actually surprised that like choro-q doesn't go back and do another version of the classic Mini Cooper. It's strange that they wouldn't. I mean, that's one of the most iconic cars of all time. So, Alright, anyway, so let's get that out of there. Get the solar spin thing here. So let's do just avoiding Pikachu driving around a mountain. Well, it makes me curious if there's other castings that are this solid chunk of material, because I kind of like the asymmetry of it. You know, it's not perfect. You know, with the plastic ones, they're perfectly symmetric because they're molded, right? But this looks like it was molded in a silicone mold, like a garage kit, or it actually looks like it was just made by hand. It's too heavy for the solar spinner. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you know if there's other ones. Alright, thanks. Bye.